What a day at Winky Pop. And this is a fun heat. Some similarities here. First of all, these two surfers growing up in Hawaii, but both representing Brazil. Tatiana, raised on Kauai, and then Luana Silva on the island of Oahu. Regular versus goofy, new school versus veteran. This is going to be a fun one to break down, Flick.
And from what I saw there, if she's able to continue that momentum, she was looking really good as we see Lulu up and riding on an opening wave.
Nice fluid style. Lulu hits that first section really well. Chips it off the top, kind of regroups to find the pocket, and flows into a beautiful wrap. She might get a little low road here. She's earned this little inside double up. And now stepping on the gas, Luana Silva, clean finish to step out on the inside.
I've just been able to watch her since she was such a little grom coming up, and just watch her become a bit more powerful and grow into her surfing, and just she's got this amazing flow to her surfing and technique, and the way that she can also flare and throw the tail is amazing. I think, what she's going to be able to bring out here today is manufacturing scores, turning waves like this into a mid to good range score, whereas Tatiana's going to have to be on the big best waves, I think, like Caroline was. But yeah, love the technique from Lulu, love the flare, the tail throws that she can do, and I just think out here at Winky...
How's this wave looking? Like it's really standing up for Tati. She will take off late with the whitewater, controls it. Now sets up her first hook, has to regain some speed out of that first off the top. Look at that lump and bump, just forcing her to pick up that rail and just trying to square up vertically to get something out of that last wave. Real interesting when you see a bigger wave, you get excited, but man, that was tough to ride. A few speed bumps that she had to deal with there.
And it just had a little bit of a tricky takeoff there. She kind of lost her footing. This wave just didn't have that steepness, that smooth face. I mean, I just think back to that last heat with Caroline, when Caroline dropped that excellent score, and, it was a clear difference. It just felt like Tati was trying to force this on this wave a little bit. I mean, she did the best she could, but it was a tricky section to go up and hit. So much lump and bump. You've got to be thinking that she's looking for a clean face wave for sure.
Yeah, it always sucks when you have to, be hopping along to try to just... It's been really cool to sit back and watch and see Caroline's evolution and the way she's just grown into the last couple of years and the champion that she is. So we see Luana Silva on a nice-looking wave.
Always smooth. There's that cool-looking wrap that she has on lock. Now she's got a cool wall setting up, and she will hit it off the top. Springing into some open face again. Lulu hunting down a big hammer to shut it down.
So a little bit more variety, but this one from Lulu, I mean, she was looking really nice. That first carving maneuver here manages to... this section here, I mean, beautiful little transition turn, but she comes through to the inside here. She would have been really looking to get this finish. It was so unfortunate that she fell here. It kind of just looked like one of those turns she was easily going to make, but unfortunately that nose just got clipped. And
yeah, it looked like her foot almost slipped off a little bit. But
a big run in that event as we look at her rolling in from start to finish now, Flick.
Yeah, this is the beginning of the wave that I really wanted to see. We saw the end there, so she gets two nice belts, lines up this inside section. That last turn she was able to...
That didn't look like too much of a paddle, but I think because Tatiana put her leg up to kick and made that motion, Luana pulled back, so they classified that as a block. And this is what Luana made out of that mistake.
And then this allowed Lulu to take this wave with priority, Flick.
Yeah, it's a little bit of an error from Tati. I wonder if she's going to be thinking, hey, was paddle? I wonder her body... Here we go.
There's a little snap off the lip for Tati. Trying to fire herself up through this inside track. Nice patience off the bottom. Good vertical re-entry, pushing hard with some power down the stretch, and she will whip one quickly in the whitewater. So putting a lot of turns up. It wasn't that easy kind of walled out type of wave that Caroline had in the previous heat. Now when they look at it, they don't want to have a surfer with priority just keep holding priority and trying to leave their competitors off waves as we look at Weston-Webb on her last, Laura.
Yeah, I actually really liked that first turn. It was quite a, aggression, as she's just pushed into that, and then working it down to this inside section, just slamming it up into the lip there. And again, I think the judges are really going to like this and think this is the best score of the heat or the best score of her heat for sure. I mean, I loved Lulu's wave. I loved the 667. I loved the flow. But here she goes. She's going to have an opportunity.
A lot of white water surrounding Lulu, and she has to go out immediately. Didn't have the section she was hoping for. Couldn't get there in time, so it could open up for Lulu. She's up and riding in a 5.3 small section. Clean first turn. She's going to need a bit more. Another carve there, just wasn't the wave. That could have been big enough to turn the heat. He's always so impressed with her work ethic as she picks up a very close victory into the quarterfinals. A former runner-up in this event is hoping for a shot to ring the big bell. And a tough loss for Lulu.